History is full of mysteries that remain unsolved and beautifully hidden from the human eye. In the past, there were some of the most talented and brilliant circus performers. Whether they are still living or long gone, one thing is certain: you can't imagine how they did what they did. The door we're about to open isn't just a door of knowledge. It holds unbelievable stories that might make you watch this video twice. So, what are we waiting for? Let's step inside the fascinating world of history. Number 15. The Great Farini. Performing somersaults and foot hangs over the Niagara Gorge, William Leonard Hunt, later known as the Great Farini, toured the United States with Dan Rice's floating circus, beginning in 1860. Born June 10, 1838 in Lockport, New York, he later resided in Port Hope, Ontario, where he died of influenza on January 17, 1929. Farini invented a catapult-style apparatus in 1876 that enabled the first human cannonball performances, including Zazel's famous act. His exhibitions extended to Europe, where he performed in London with his adopted son Samuel, known as El Niño Farini. Aside from aerial feats, Hunt engaged in creative activities including painting, sculpting, and writing, and held patents for mechanical devices such as folding theater seats. He also undertook expeditions, notably crossing the Kalahari Desert on foot, documenting the journey in photographs. Throughout his career, Farini combined athletic daring with innovation, blending performance, invention, and exploration in multiple continents and venues. Number 14. Lilian Leitzel, Leopoldina Alitza Pelikan, born January 2, 1892 in Breslau, Germany, now Wrocław, Poland, became known as Lilian Leitzel. Her aerial act with Roman rings featured one-armed planges, during which she dislocated her shoulder momentarily while spinning, sometimes over 100 times per show. She was only about 4 feet 9 inches and performed regularly with Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus. Leitzel joined her mother's troupe, the Leamy Ladies, in Europe before moving to the U.S., where she wowed audiences on high trapeze and rings. She married Clyde Ingalls in 1920, divorcing in 1924, then trapeze artist Alfredo Codona in 1928. While performing in Copenhagen, Denmark, in February 1931, a swivel on her rigging failed. She fell and died 2 days later, on February 15th, from her injuries. She is buried in Inglewood, California. Number 13. Karl Wallenda. Karl Wallenda, born January 21, 1905 in Magdeburg, Germany, became the founder of the high-wire troupe known as the Flying Wallendas. Performing without a safety net, he toured extensively throughout Europe during the 1920s and 1930s, executing acts including the 7-person chair pyramid and balancing stunts on single and double wires. In 1928, he joined the Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus in the United States, appearing in venues in New York, Chicago, and St. Louis, and later performed in Miami and New Orleans. Wallenda trained multiple family members in aerial skills and tightrope walking, including nephews, nieces, and his son Mario. He undertook a notable high-wire walk across the Tallulah Gorge in Georgia in 1970 and performed a 1,800-foot walk at Kings Island in 1977. On March 22, 1978, he fell during a walk between 2 hotel towers in San Juan, Puerto Rico, resulting in his death. Number 12. Ildebrando Zacchini. Performances in Naples, Milan, and Paris featured Ildebrando Zacchini, born July 31, 1868 in Pieve di Cento, Italy, demonstrating his compressed-air human cannon. Exhibitions moved to Florida, where his family troupe toured open-air tents and theaters, launching performers along controlled trajectories. He supervised rigging, timing, and impact safety for his sons and other members during acts, while occasionally performing himself. Zacchini's creative activities included designing apparatuses, choreographing multi-person stunts, and painting portraits. Collaborations with local engineers refined cannon mechanics, and he maintained handwritten manuals for setup and maintenance. He trained performers in posture, landing technique, and aerial positioning to ensure precise launches. Performances took place at fairs, circuses, and private events, sometimes multiple shows per day. Ildebrando died on July 17, 1948 in Tampa, Florida, from natural causes. His exhibitions combined mechanical innovation with family participation, with acts performed in varying venues across both Europe and the United States, incorporating engineering adjustments, choreography, and artistic elements throughout his career. Number 11. Tom Mix. Exhibitions with the Miller Brothers' 101 Ranch Wild West show introduced Thomas Hezekiah Tom Mix, born January 6, 1880 in Mix Run, Pennsylvania, to audiences in Oklahoma, Texas, and Kansas, performing trick riding, roping, and rodeo stunts. He later joined the Sells Floto Circus, executing horse jumps, acrobatic mounts, and stunt sequences on touring circuits in Missouri, Illinois, and Iowa. Mix appeared in silent films beginning around 1910, performing over 200 two-reelers and feature westerns, often riding his horse Tony and executing stunts personally. Creative activities included designing action sequences, choreographing horse routines, and directing selected film projects. In 1936, he launched the Tom Mix Circus, traveling to fairs and venues in California, Nevada, and Arizona. Performances included live shooting exhibitions, mounted acrobatics, and staged chases. Mix died on October 12, 1940, near Florence, Arizona, in a car accident when his Cord Phaeton overturned and a suitcase struck him, causing a broken neck. Number 10. The Zerbini Family. Performances by the Zerbini family included one-ring circus acts featuring lions and tigers in Milan, Italy, and later touring throughout Europe and North America. Animals were trained using vocal commands and carefully choreographed routines, including jumps through hoops, balancing on platforms, and coordinated group formations. Jean Zerbini, born 1942 in Algiers, Algeria, took part in exhibitions where he entered cages and guided big cats during live shows. Creative activities involved developing training methods, designing cages and safety enclosures, and organizing multi-animal routines for fairs and circuses in Paris, Brussels, and later in Florida. The family troupe worked with a variety of venues, including outdoor tents, circus arenas, and theaters, performing multiple shows per day. Safety equipment and rigging were maintained meticulously, with animal behaviors monitored continuously. Performances included public demonstrations, parades, and private exhibitions. And for now, it's time for Number 9. Adelina Patti, circus performer. Adelina Juana Maria Patti performed special soprano concerts in France, England, and the United States. She sang in open-air tents and large circular arenas designed to accommodate thousands of spectators, adapting operatic arias for outdoor acoustics. Creative activities included commissioning compositions from Emilio Pizzi, designing performance programs, recording phonograph cylinders in Wales, and creating a private theater at Craigie Knowes Castle in Swansea. Touring extended to Mexico and South America, with appearances in fairs and temporary concert halls. Patti collaborated with stage managers to adjust acoustics, seating arrangements, and stage elevations for optimal audience experience. She trained vocalists in ensemble coordination and prepared arrangements for charity performances. Personal residences in Wales and Paris were occasionally adapted for rehearsals and small exhibitions. Patti made her final public appearance on October 24, 1914, at a Red Cross concert in London. Her date of birth was February 19, 1843, in Madrid, Spain, and she died of natural causes on September 27, 1919, at Craigie Knowes Castle. Number 8. The Flying Gaunas. Performances by the Flying Gaunas included multi-person trapeze acts in Mexico City, Guadalajara, and later venues in the United States, featuring synchronized somersaults, catches, and aerial pyramids. Family members were trained from a young age, executing routines involving high-flying catches, triple somersaults, and coordinated swings between multiple trapezes. Creative activities involved designing trapeze rigs, choreographing aerial sequences, and constructing portable equipment for traveling circuses. Exhibitions took place in tents, theaters, and outdoor arenas, with audiences numbering in the thousands. Tours included stops in California, Texas, and Florida, performing multiple shows daily for fairs and circus circuits. Safety nets, rigging inspections, and rehearsal protocols were maintained rigorously. Training sessions emphasized timing, grip strength, and mid-air coordination among family members. The family's performances often included collaborations with other aerial troupes and integration of balancing acts. Number 7. Professor Risley. Exhibitions featuring Professor Risley included performances in London, Paris, and New York, where he demonstrated juggling and balancing acts while lying on his back, supporting assistants or props with his feet. He developed the Risley Act, involving tumblers, acrobats, and objects rotated and thrown using footwork, often in one-ring circus venues and theaters. Creative activities encompassed choreographing routines, designing apparatuses for balancing multiple performers, and teaching assistants precise timing and coordination for aerial tosses. Risley trained performers in hand-to-foot coordination, object manipulation, and mid-air trajectory control. Tours included fairs and traveling circuses in Boston, Philadelphia, and Berlin, performing multiple shows daily under varied stage and tent conditions. Safety preparations involved mat placement, assistant spotting, and rehearsed catch sequences. Performances were filmed or sketched for instructional purposes. Risley maintained equipment, adapted floor mats for different venues, and consulted with engineers on rigging stability. Number 6. Enrico Rastelli. Venues in Milan, Berlin, Paris, and Vienna hosted Enrico Rastelli performing juggling routines with balls, sticks, plates, and rings, often combining object balancing on tables and assistants. Born in 1896 in Parma, Italy, he trained within his circus family and progressed from small traveling shows to major European theaters. Creative activities included choreographing multi-prop sequences, refining mid-air timing, and inventing high-speed juggling patterns. He rehearsed with assistants to coordinate throws, catches, and rotations, while maintaining equipment such as weighted sticks, balanced balls, and specialized plates for performance conditions. Tours extended to Italy, France, Germany, and England, with multiple daily shows under varied stage setups, lighting, and flooring. Exhibitions included theaters, one-ring circus tents, and fairgrounds, integrating solo and group juggling acts. Rastelli developed novel juggling combinations and practiced continuously to expand repertoire. He died in 1931 from an infection caused by a cut in the mouth sustained during a juggling act. Now let's move to number 5, Clara the Elephant. Circus tents in Buenos Aires, Argentina, hosted Clara the Elephant performing coordinated tricks and interactive routines with audiences during daily shows. She executed balancing stunts, trunk lifts, and marching patterns alongside human performers trained to cue movements and assist in props. Clara's exhibitions included parades, arena performances, and private events in Santiago, Chile, and Montevideo, Uruguay. Creative activities involve practicing choreographed sequences, responding to auditory and visual cues, and performing synchronized group routines with other animals. Trainers maintained her equipment, including platforms, barrels, and safety mats, and monitored her behavior throughout rehearsals and public acts. Clara was fed a specialized diet during touring periods, and routines were adapted for stage size, flooring, and audience proximity. Performances often included tricks for coins, hoops, and small props, integrating physical agility and coordination. She participated in promotional events for circuses in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Clara the Elephant died from natural causes, with the exact date and location not publicly documented. Number 4. The Hanlon Lees. Stages in London, Manchester, and Edinburgh featured the Hanlon Lees performing acrobatic and theatrical circus routines, including tumbling sequences, human pyramids, and synchronized flips. The troupe, originating in the mid-19th century, trained members from childhood in handstands, vaulting, and coordinated choreography for multi-performer acts. Creative activities encompassed designing apparatuses for aerial and ground stunts, developing theatrical sketches to accompany acrobatic sequences, and integrating props such as chairs, barrels, and ropes. Exhibitions occurred in one-ring tents, theaters, and fairgrounds, with multiple shows per day in Liverpool, Birmingham, and Glasgow. Rehearsals emphasized timing, spatial awareness, and stage alignment for precise group movements. Equipment maintenance included rigging inspections, floor padding adjustments, and safety checks for elevated stunts. The troupe toured France, Belgium, and the Netherlands, adapting performances to varied venues and audience sizes. Individual performers specialized in hand-to-hand acrobatics, human pyramids, and comedic sketches. Number 3. Bessie and Maud. Horse arenas in Chicago, New York, and Boston hosted Bessie and Maud performing equestrian stunts, including standing on moving horses, vaulting from one horse to another, and synchronized riding routines. Born in the late 19th century in England, the sisters trained from early childhood in riding, acrobatics, and balance techniques. Creative activities involved designing routines for multiple horses, choreographing mounted tricks, and coordinating with circus bands for timing. Exhibitions included traveling circus shows, fairs, and theater stages, often performing multiple daily acts under varied conditions of lighting, flooring, and tent size. Equipment maintenance included saddles, harnesses, and temporary ramps for jumps. Rehearsals emphasized precision, grip, and synchronization between riders and animals. Tours extended to Europe and North America, including Paris, Berlin, and Toronto. Performances incorporated vaulting, high jumps, and daring dual-rider stunts. Number 2. Herman Ricketts. Herman Ricketts lifted two fully grown men overhead while balancing on a narrow platform in New Orleans, Louisiana, demonstrating feats of strength in front of circus and vaudeville audiences. Born in 1863 in Boston, Massachusetts, he trained extensively in gymnastics, weightlifting, and calisthenics from a young age. Creative activities included designing a custom lifting apparatus, choreographing endurance routines, and developing instructional exercises for assistants. He performed in traveling shows, theaters, and exposition halls in Baltimore, Philadelphia, and Chicago, adapting his demonstrations to stage size and flooring. Rehearsals emphasized grip, timing, and coordination, often involving partner lifts and balancing stunts with props. Equipment maintenance included heavy barbells, pulleys, and iron bars, inspected daily before exhibitions. Performances sometimes incorporated bending metal rods, holding audience members, and combining agility with raw strength. Tours also included stops in Toronto and London. Herman Ricketts died of natural causes in 1907 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Number 1. Zazel, Rosa Matilda Richter. A compressed-air cannon in London launched Rosa Matilda Richter, known professionally as Zazel, performing human cannonball stunts for circus audiences in the 1870s. Born in 1860 in Chicago, Illinois, she began training with the great Farini, learning timing, trajectory control, and mid-air posture for safe landings. Exhibitions included one-ring circus arenas in Paris, Berlin, and New York, where she executed aerial flips and precise landings on padded mats. Creative activities encompassed practicing launch techniques, developing safety harnesses, and choreographing sequences with assistance for synchronization. Rehearsals involved calculating distances, angles, and air pressure for each performance, while rigging was inspected and maintained for stability. Tours incorporated fairs and theatrical venues with multiple daily shows, adapting routines to tent size and audience proximity. Zazelle also participated in promotional parades and photography sessions showcasing her act. She sustained minor injuries during stunts, but continued performances. Rosa Matilda Richter died in 1937 in New York from natural causes. Experience the incredible skill and daring of circus performers who push the limits of human ability with acrobatics, tightrope walking, and aerial stunts. Share your favorite moments, comment on the acts that amazed you, and help others discover these extraordinary feats by sharing the video. Subscribing ensures you don't miss more fascinating performances and behind-the-scenes stories. Your engagement supports the channel and encourages more content, celebrating talent and creativity. Thank you for watching, interacting, and spreading the excitement with friends. We appreciate every like, comment, and share. It makes exploring these remarkable performers even more rewarding.